It's another late night in the shack. Greetings, how you doing out there, people? I'm just a little bit of weather decoding. It's weather satellite, NOAA 18. Yeah, as you can see, it's on the satellite image, got the 847 back in it, and it's a dark evening pass, so I'm trying something slightly different. See what the results are like. Already done one earlier, and yeah, pretty impressive. Even though it's dark, you're still getting a good image. We've got a very clear sky tonight. Stars are out. Yeah, it's excellent visibility. We're looking at satellites outside. Right now, we're just decoding some weather images. So yeah, you can hear the signals coming in nicely. It's starting to get that ringing tone. It's picking it up. Frequencies automatically keeping up with Doppler adjustment on the satellite as it approaches. And the control unit, as you can see, is flashing red on the 232B interface, which is driving the antennas, or the antenna in this particular case, which is the Yagi. Vertically polarized at the moment. An elevation at the minute up to 29 to 30 degrees. Quite good. That's the position of the satellite at the moment. See, it's heading towards Iceland, over to Greenland, over the pole. See, it's reading on the control unit is there, you can just see that now, so a bit close up of actual reading as it's driving it automatically for me. Hands free. Hey. Yeah, thanks for watching the videos, by the way, guys and girls. This is something different. So, I'll do on the screen a little bit bigger for you. So yeah, we've got an evening decoding session going on. Dark. How successful this is different. Always worth experimenting. This is another mode you can operate without a license. Just have a receiving simple antenna, homemade egg beater, facing upward. Gives you some reasonably good results. So we're at 76% of the pass. Then okay, that's the position of the satellite at the moment. Videos on it. Right now, down to 17 degrees and dropping down quick. Fairly good picture, like I say. I mean, that looks, can't make much out of it at the minute, but once the rendering software kicks in, filters, you'll see the difference. It will pop up nice. It's a little bit of time, but well worth it. So if you just joined us for the first time, welcome. I'm M0YKS. My name's Simon. I'm a radio amateur. This is my YouTube channel, so thanks for looking for the first time. Obviously, a regular, with respect. So you can see the footprint. Satellite is basically coming to an end now. So I've still got a little bit of it, but my antenna system's fairly low down on the ground, so we'll start losing the signal. You can hear it struggling to come through, but it's still receiving. It's not as good as what we were earlier. Hear it faintly in the background. That's pulling in a signal here soon. FT847, but like I say, you can use any VHF receiver on 137.9112, central point of the satellite. Right now we're on 137.910, quite true. We're dropping down. Oh yeah, we've got a reception window still coming in. See the side borders, the WX image that we're receiving, it's still quite strong. So I was picking that out of the transmission up. Imaging. Okay. Oh, pretty dark up there, I would have thought, going over the top. Obviously it'll be dropping into daylight again. That don't seem to affect it on the decode. We still get a pretty good image back on, which we should do shortly. Building the map now actually. Right. This is what takes a little bit of the time. I just dropped the noise down. So yeah, we actually got this satellite for a considerable amount longer than we actually decoded it. So I've got my software set to decode it at 5 degrees. So anything below 5 degrees stop. So I actually receive it for quite a bit before, but the image quality ain't quite as good, so it's a little bit pixelated at that point. So hopefully this one won't be too bad. You can see the borders, they're quite solid reception. And what I like about this software, which happens to be WXtoimg, mentioned it before, it's Whiskey X-Ray, Tango Oscar, Billy Mike Golf. So WXtoimg, that's what I'm using. It's a free software. I like it because it does all the processing automatically, and also there's a slant correction. Slant happens when you put the Doppler frequency shift as the satellite approaches you. You've not got the auto slant function, the image will come out slanted. So on the previous software I used to use, that used to happen a lot, and correct it manually. But this particular software, this is brilliant. I say it's free as well, so thanks guys. I don't think the guys are developing it no more, but it certainly works well. I know a lot of people are using it, so I've got it set up so it will clean up the image, will add colour to the image, borders around countries, separate them off, and you'll have a choice of different types of images. So you get the infrared ones, you get the black and white, you get the coloured ones, you get the thermal temperature images, temperature of the sea, stuff like that. So there's all kind of stuff going on. These particular NOAA Weather Sats. It's November Oscar Alpha Alpha Weather Sats, and this is NOAA 18. Try to decode. So once this picture comes up, I will show you what the end result looks like, and I'll show you a couple of others that I've picked up over the past couple of days. Not really been too busy doing it, just playing around testing out my recently cleaned antenna system and installed, which, like I say, is at ground level at the minute. So as you can see, we're on 92% now, and yeah, 0 YKS coming at you live in the shack. And yes, I can talk to England. Well, thanks for joining me and bearing with me. And what do you need for this? So you just need a simple VHF receiver that operates on FM wideband not narrow, you want it on wide band receive, and you need 137 megahertz reception band for this particular type of satellites. Not much else, just an antenna facing upward. But you up and running receiving these satellites. Obviously I've got a much fancier setup of the satellite tracking antenna and rotator, so it makes it a bit easier for me. I get a usually very good quality image, so hopefully we'll find out in a second. You can see it's despeckling, sharpening, overlaying the map, gamma correcting, and so forth. Get a few things popping up. So that's the received image that we got, where we are. This is what we've actually up. So it'll still clean up a little bit more. Quite interesting, this bit. Start to speed up a little bit as well. Go. So this is on an evening, obviously. Darkness. Local time is 10 minutes past 11 in the evening, 23:12. Well, that's the R1 with the cloud or moisture. I'm not too sure exactly what it's doing. Oh, weather expert. I just an amateur playing around with a bit of this sort of stuff. So I started to receive this image on off coast of Africa. Obviously, as it's got closer, signal strength's much better. But you can see the cloud pattern all the way up over Iceland, or actually Coloraded. So and I can clean it up a little bit more. I can add a little bit of extra contrast and stuff like that. But we'll just let it do it by itself for now. So I know it's going to be pretty clear because you can see the stars tonight outside. It's a perfectly clear night. That's what that received image is showing us. Just finishes off. Look. Now it's setting up for a next pass, which is going to happen. Look at the right hand corner of the box. 9 hours and 12 minutes. If I just leave this on by itself, it'll decode every path, every pass which comes over. Obviously I've got automatic antennas, so I'd have to have that set up to drive the position of my setup. If you've got a fixed antenna, you can just leave it on. See what happens here, and then we'll have a quick look at some of the images which I've made so far. Want any more information about weather satellite decoding? We'll look at my blog. Got a lot of good stuff on there, and obviously I've got quite a few previous videos on there. So building up a large result here. So this is some of the stuff that I've received already. We'll look at this whilst we're doing that. I remember. We'll soon find out. No. So yeah, these are some of the stuff we've received anyway so far. As you can see, it puts them out in the actual path of the bird, the satellite, the direction it travels. So we've all been travelling in a similar direction. Build animations up. I've got any at the minute. These are some of the saved images that we've received last day or so. Messing around. Better than others, like they're quite good. One in the bottom right hand corner, that's full of better ones. Look, these are the raw images that come in, so kind of look a little bit rough when you decode them in the first place. And once they've been cleaned up, it's like a lot better. But it does receive the audio file, so you can record it and play it back at a later time. Wish to. Quite a few files that I've been receiving the last couple of days. I've just left it on really. So this image is still building, waiting for the final result to come in. On now. Pass information updating the latest pass for the next satellite and the next image. So if you haven't got the signal to noise level set right, it tells you. That's basically getting the correct volume input going into the sound card. So all I do is I just plug my lead, see it just down here in the bottom right corner, the audio cable lead, plug that into the sound card of the computer, which is Windows 10. Built it from there. So this is what we've got this evening. That's an evening black and white raw image of what we've received. So now, what it'll look like cleaned up. Which is probably it. So it looks a lot more information once you've got the software process. So this is what we've got. Well, yeah, okay, don't they? Yeah, I'm pleased with that. And then what you find will happen once you keep the software on. But you can see this part which is not coloured in, so I didn't receive that particular pass. So it's highlighted where the countries would be, but if I received that pass, that would have been part of the overall picture. So if you leave the software running 24/7, get the entire sweep across the western side of our part of the world building up. So the next picture will be in the Atlantic and so on, if you follow me. So yeah, that's just what we've just received, and pretty good to that. So that concludes the end of this video. Satellites way across the top left, highlighted foot. So a good bit of fun, and hopefully, if I look, find any more information for you. Not to track any more tonight. So that's about it. So on that note, there's my antenna, slightly different setup. I've got it vertically polarised right now. It's a beam antenna, and that's the tracking unit. That's the radio that I used. Used SAP PC32 software to follow the satellite, which looks a little bit like comes on, it's disappeared off the screen. Hold on a sec. There you go. Looks a little bit like that. So I'll end my video for now. Thank you very much indeed once again. I just maneuver the camera. Enjoy tracking the birds, decoding the weather satellite images for yourselves. Very easy. Always better when you put coffee on the go. So 0YKS signing out. 73. Talk to you again soon.